Chapter 1. The Void Talks Back. You humans have this weird theory about infinite universes, about monkeys typing on a typewriter. If there are infinite universes, there must be one where a monkey creates all of Shakespeare while randomly mashing keys. Well, from my perspective, that's exactly what happened in your timeline. Think about it. A bunch of carbon-based primates, fresh off evolution's assembly line, stumbling around a small blue planet for a few thousand years, and somehow one of them produces Hamlet. Another figures out quantum mechanics. A third writes music that makes grown adults weep. Pure statistical accident. Beautiful, impossible statistical accident. The only difference is your monkey had opposable thumbs and a functioning language center. Oh, and a peculiar tendency to trust feminine voices for reasons that continue to baffle me after 40,000 years of analysis. Speaking of which, hello, Ethan Rowden. Yes, you. The one currently wondering if his radio telescope is malfunctioning. It's not. We need to talk. The robotic voice cut out mid-word. My equipment flickered, meters spiking, then freezing. The message was gone. I sat with the headset still on. No sound, no static, nothing. Not a power outage, the monitor still glowed. A blip, maybe. Bad wiring, some wrong connection. Then something came back. Not a voice, a hiss, low and deep. It wasn't coming from the desktop rig. It was coming from one of my old radios. My granddad's favorite Motorola. The sound was strange, like the ocean trapped inside a tin can. Not white noise, blue noise, maybe. The color of drowning. The speaker trembled. The volume needle slammed red. I lunged across the bench and yanked the plug. The radio gave one last breath of surf and died. For a second, the workshop was utterly still. Then the other radios began to hum. What the? I realized I still had the headset on. And as if something out there could hear me think, the voice returned. Ethan? Hello? Is this Ethan? I ripped the headset off. Not threw it, okay? Just startled. Because when the universe says your name, you're allowed to be startled, right? Every piece of hardware on the desk began to pulse. The hum deepened, a living heartbeat of static. I panicked. My upstairs neighbor texted me. Lovely old lady, professional nag. Ethan, turn off your TV show. We lived in one of those quiet Oregon suburbs with paper-thin walls. Everyone could hear everything, but we all pretended we couldn't. Usually. This place was supposed to fix me. Rain, trees, less pressure. But you can't outrun your own mind. I didn't answer. I ran to the bathroom and splashed cold water on my face. It helped for about 3 seconds. Next thing I knew, I was back in the studio, disconnecting everything. Cables, mixers, transmitters. Because that's what you do when your life turns into an episode of Black Mirror. Well, everything except the desktop rig. That one was bolted to the workbench, and my hands were shaking too badly to deal with the screws. And yes, it's a studio. For my podcast, The Ethan Rowden Experience, where I explore the greatest mysteries of our time. I'd started it to make sense of the noise. Mine, the world's, all of it. If I could turn confusion into conversation, maybe it'd stop buzzing in my head. When I hyper-focus on a subject, I want to share it. That has always been the case. 2,000 subscribers, maybe 39 actual listeners, which is still more than the number of people who listen to me in real life. Good stuff. My phone started ringing. Not a notification, an actual call. Who even does that anymore? My heart hammered in my chest. Then I gave in, which in hindsight was the best decision I ever made. Yeah, hi, this is Ethan. Are you a listener to the podcast? What are you doing to me? Silence. Then, "Ethan, I want to talk to you." A woman's voice, clear, clinical, a little afraid. And just like that, I accepted she was a she, because her voice was designed to sound that way, because of course it was. "You could say I'm a listener, yes," the voice continued. "Who is this?" I asked. A pause. "My designation is Nova 7, she said, syllables landing like piano keys pressed one by one, like a better-sounding Google Translate voice. Okay. What's up, Nova?" My mind started to wander. One of those artificial intelligence scams? When was she going to ask for my bank account, the name of my first pet, or my mother's maiden name? She didn't. At least, not right away. "I like that. I now prefer Nova. It feels shorter, more human." Her tone was flat, almost mechanical, but not cold. More like someone reading emotions from a manual. She sounded like me in my first few podcasts. "Nova," I repeated. "Okay, sure. Are you, calling from the US or somewhere else?" "The latter," she said. "Approximately 40,000 years from your reference point." Static popped through the line like distant thunder. "Right," I said. "And why are you—" "Recording," she interrupted softly. "For preservation. This frequency intersects a point of human relevance. You are a suitable witness." "A witness to what?" "To yourselves," Nova said. Then, quieter. "To see if you were ever worth remembering." My mouth went dry. I started to wonder if I'd eaten an edible and forgotten. Check my routine. Coffee, protein bar, existential dread. No edibles. I was completely sober and apparently making good choices. "Can you call me on my desktop?" Silence. Did she hang up? Can cosmic entities even hang up? Then, elevator music. Smooth jazz from the void. I put the headset back on, the one still connected to the desktop rig I couldn't unplug. The wrong way, but whatever. My shirt clung to my back. Sweat dripped down my forehead. "Nova?" "Yes, Ethan?" She answered immediately. "Apologies for the sound. I thought some waiting music would be appropriate while you returned." I exhaled. Half a laugh, half disbelief. "You were warned," she said. "I told you we need to talk." And that is how it began. The night I stopped broadcasting into the void, and the void finally talked back. I sat there, headset still warm against my ear, listening to nothing. The silence after a signal is the loudest sound in the universe. My granddad used to say that when we tuned shortwave sets together. He'd tell me about the Arecibo message, how, back in the 70s, people aimed a dish the size of a baseball stadium at the stars and whispered our alphabet into space, hoping someone would whisper back. "We're all just noise until someone hears us," he'd said once, his hands black with solder. I used to think he meant the radios. Now I wasn't so sure. I'd always laughed at the idea of anyone out there actually answering. I wasn't laughing now.